I am a qualified company secretary, and I'm working for a private company. I'm employed. So I have about 2 years of post-qualification experience, and right now I'm in coaching. So I am a student of the NCLT course, that LawSikho is providing. So I enrolled in the November 2019 batch, and it's been about now 4 months. It's a 6-month certificate course that I'm doing. Well, actually, initially what I wanted to do was a course in contract drafting. I was because I on a daily basis, on a regular basis, I have to vet contracts, I have to draft contracts. That is the nature of my job. So, but then I used to do it by myself. I wanted to uh, learn it properly. I used to take templates. I used to work around the provisions a little bit. I used to study the laws by myself, but I thought something was incomplete. So initially, what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a course on contract drafting. But then I was also simultaneously looking at the other courses, and I came across this NCLT course, and I felt it was an additional area that I would be able to get knowledge on, and something that even if later I wanted to get into, that would be comparatively more useful and also interesting. So that is how I enrolled in the NCLT course. But LawSikho, how I got into LawSikho is actually, I was talking to my sister, and I was telling her about how I wanted to do a proper course in contract drafting, something that that will give me a practical idea on how to go about things. And then she suggested LawSikho. So I subscribed to the newsletter, the articles, the blogs, and I used to get regular updates. And I think for about 2 months I was following up, and I also downloaded the free material for contract drafting and NCLT, and uh, I thought like it was good, so I should give it a try. And this was it was also that you give a 1 month trial, so if I don't like it, then I can always step back. Well, actually, like I told you, I'm a qualified company secretary, and even though I'm in employment currently, I'm in full-time employment, but I would like to start my practice or be self-employed at some point of time in the near future or in the long term. So, and there is ample opportunity for company secretaries or any other professional for that matter with regard to tribunals and advocacy. And advocacy is something I think I have an inclination towards. So, I thought this course would help me achieve, or lead me towards that goal. So that is yeah, in the long run, I do intend to do something along these lines, either practice or associate with some professional for NCLT related work. Pretty clear on uh, the introductory material that LawSikho has put up on its website about how the course will be, how many exercises will be there, and all that. But only when we get started do we really get a hang of how things work. So the practical exercises that they do, that they give us, it's like it requires a lot of time. So initially, I didn't expect that it would take so much effort and time to work around and answer those questions. So it is pretty challenging, and I think I can say with confidence it gives some level of confidence to actually do a simulative exercise that makes you go through the stages. It's not just like random exercises also, but then in a sequential manner it is proceeded. So initially the first part of the course was about oppression and mismanagement and strike off and disqualification and all that. So general matters pertaining to NCLT that arise out of the Companies Act. And then right now what we're doing is relating to insolvency. And insolvency is an area where it has thrown up a lot of opportunity, and it is the most happening area right now in the corporate law world. So it has proceeded sequentially. Even with insolvency, I think what they made us do is first start with how to initiate a proceeding, or when there is an existing proceeding with various other tribunals or various other statutory authorities like the Debt Tribunal or under the SARFAESI Act, if a litigation is triggered, or all those sort of things. So initially, like when there is a default, what are the possibilities, and then after that, how do you address those? Like how it works with regard to IBC, like when already existing proceedings are there, how you give a pause to that, and how you take it with IBC, and then later on, what is the default, how an operational creditor should approach the NCLT with regard to their claim, a financial creditor, and then from the insolvency professional's point of view. So I think it's pretty good, like it's proceeding sequentially. So in that way, it has been a very useful exercise, and it basically it gives us an insight into how to do things in a practical way, and in a sequential way, how it happens. Because if you're doing random exercises just here and there, it won't serve the purpose, right? So there is always a sequence when any proceeding happens. So that way, the exercises have been really useful, and they are very challenging also. Like you have to put your mind, you have to apply your mind, and then draft. The feedback sessions are also very useful. Only thing is that I've not been able to submit assignments on time because of my work and certain other things I'm doing parallelly. But even then, it works. So if there is any difficulty, I usually approach the mentor. Our mentor is Komal ma'am. So I message her, or I put up a query on the discussion board. But yeah, that they also help. That is fine. Yeah, that's how I go about it. See, I told you that I'm in full-time employment. So because right now I don't have a work that is directly relating to the NCLT. But later on, if at all some situation like this comes up, okay, I know how to do it. For example, if at all an insolvency proceeding is initiated against our company, or we want to initiate it against others, I know where to begin and how to go about it. So right now, how I work on the learnings that I've got so far from this course, it has not happened. But like I said, my idea is to take on an additional area. So yes, thank you as well.